Hey guys, it's Datamancer here, back with a little bit of iRacing. Today we're going to go ahead and do MX-5s at Charleston. Charlotte. That's Charlotte, North Carolina. Yes, I know my states. I am from America. I am American. And I do know my states. Though to be fair, I am 35-ish hundred miles away from Charlotte, North Carolina. But, nevertheless, I will be iRacing here in the Mazda MX-5 Miata ND, I believe, the Global MX-5 Cup. Done this track before, but due to life and circumstances, I really haven't done it since I think Tuesday, maybe even Monday, probably Monday, honestly. And it is Friday now, so, well, you guys know, whichever day I did it. In any case, I'm a little rusty. And this track, it's a nice little track, but it's a lot more technical than maybe it seems. In any case, we'll get through it. My driving is just not there right now. I don't know what's going on, but you guys can watch me drive poorly for a while if you'd like. If you don't want to watch someone drive poorly, well, I hate to just rush you off, but I think that's really what you're going to get tonight. If anything, it might make for a good show. It'll probably make for a spectacular show, as who doesn't love a good crash? Now, I'm going to try really hard not to crash. Know that. Know that I'm always trying very, very hard. Okay, well, in iRacing, very, very hard. In other racing games, with varying degrees of very, very hard, to not crash. As for time and place, race starts in less than 5 minutes, or qualifying starts in less than 5 minutes, so we're just doing a couple practice laps here. So yeah, just buckle on in and watch me just not practice well. Oh god! I saw that on the relative before I knew what to do. I'd apologize, but it's practice. Who cares? Besides, it's not like I meant to wreck him. And he should have had a slow car on the right alert anyway, honestly. And that's a pretty popular crash spot, because you can hit that, if you hit that corner right, just so, you launch. Since I've been practicing before I started streaming, I've taken like 3/10 out of my first sector. So, you know, it's not all been bad. It's just these couple technical corners have been really messing with my shit tonight. Like this. That is not a... If that's the line, I'll eat my shoe. That's not good. That's just bad. So, but the first sector, I like the first sector, and when you get it right, and it's all up to that first corner, I think. When you get it right, it's so fast. When you get it wrong, you hit the wall. Or you go mad slow and you get rear-ended. Different strokes for different folks, but I prefer not to be rear-ended. That's just me. That's just the way I live my life. So I tried to take it fast. I ended up taking it a little too shallow, and it's amazing that you got to take it shallow. Like, it doesn't necessarily seem like it, but you have to take it shallow, like really like that, and it spits you all the way out here. And see, I took it like a chicken now because I hit the wall, but honestly, if I had done this 30 minutes ago, it would have been my fastest first sector. Like, I've taken a lot of time out of my first sector today already. It took I think I said 3/10. It was something like that. I wasn't exactly keeping track, but pretty close. See, I can't get that corner right tonight. I mean, I've gotten it really right before, so maybe it's not that bad, but... And it's also worth noting, there are 80 people registered for this session, which means there will be divisions upon divisions upon divisions, which hopefully, with any luck in this world, means I will be racing against people of similar skill level. So... Okay, that was a pretty good lap. If I do this lap in qualifying, I am not going to be disappointed. That is less than a second off of my fastest lap. That'd be like a 23.25, which, now I know, don't go ordering me a trophy just yet. It's not anything to write home about, but for me, if I could be running 23.25s all race, I'd be over the moon. I cannot do that. I'm not that consistent. But, oh, they'll even let you take a little bit of grass there, too. That's cool. I didn't know that. Ooh! Will they let me take some wall? No, they won't let me take any wall. Drift mode. Formula D Charlotte. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Let's drive it. I was going to reset, but that's no fun. I want to drive the car that doesn't have a wheel. That's awesome. Oh my god, I can't keep it on the track. Oh, I did say that it was about to be qualifying. What it's about to be, like right now, is 3 minutes more of practice for reasons, and then qualifying. So buckle in for more practice. That's just awesome. Alright. So I love a good wrecked car in a simulation game because they do behave pretty badly. Alrighty. Practice time. Man, I don't know if any of you guys caught that IMSA race in Canada a couple days ago. I just sat and watched. Okay, let's admit, not that much of it, because IMSA races are longer than all hell. They really, really are. It's almost their biggest problem, and by that I actually mean I kind of like that they're that long, but it does make it kind of difficult to sit down and say, yeah, I'm gonna watch what's functionally a 2-hour-long endurance race. I kind of consider any timed race an endurance race. Like, 20-minute long race. It's an endurance race. Yeah, I know, right? Probably not. But beside the point, you know, it's like a 2-hour thing, so I watched the first 20 minutes of it. Man, I mean, that's a good fun racing series. I like Formula One. I think if you've watched any other of my videos, you already know that. I really enjoy Formula One. More than most, I think, at this point in history. But, I mean, IMSA is just balls to the wall, non-stop action. It's like, it almost gives me anxiety attacks. There are so many cars on the track trying to occupy the same space at the same time as much as they can, and yet these drivers are such consummate professionals that you really don't get a lot of colliding. At least from the races that I've seen, the amount I've seen, which is admittedly not very much, but you don't seem to get a lot of crashes, as you'd kind of expect from professional drivers. You know, they race clean. That's what they do. Oh, that worked, I guess. Fast in, slow out. Is that what we wanted? No, not really, but it looked cool. It's one for the highlights. Oh. Speaking of fast in, garbage out. That was terrible. Alright, practice is wrapping up, I'm sure, like, literally any second. And we'll be on to qualifying. Yep, there it is. Where we can really go ahead and disappoint ourselves. Last time I didn't even qualify. I don't think I streamed that race. No, the last race I didn't stream was an Assetto Corsa, which I didn't qualify for because I couldn't put down a clean lap in 2 tries. Embarrassing. Let's see if we can get a clean lap in. Alright, the first one's for the books. The second one, if we can get one into the books, we will go a little harder. Okay, but this lap is an out lap. It counts for nothing. And, okay, it doesn't count for nothing. What it does count for is if I go off track, spin, do stupid things, contact a wall, get out of the car and take a leak, give other drivers that are not on track the bird, I will get penalty points and my safety rating will be affected. I know worrying about safety rating is apparently, at least according to Empty Box, the worst thing ever, but sorry Mr. Box, but I fucking disagree. Safety rating's important. It's easy to sit there in Group A and go, oh, safety rating, who fucking cares? Yeah, you're right about that. If you're in Group A, who fucking cares? The worst case scenario for you is you get dropped back into Group B. If I don't do good this race, I get dropped back into Rookie. To use terminology from other online gaming things, I'd be stuck in ELO hell, and I don't want that, so... Alright, here we go. Fast lap time. I'm going to shut up a little bit and drive. Check it out. One for the books. Okay. Not bad. A little slow, but safe. One for the books has to be clean, so... Otherwise, both of them are for the books, and that's just lame. So take conservative speeds, conservative lines. Oh boy, that was almost so conservative it was off, it was out of bounds. Well, it won't put me on pole, but it was clean. And that is what I wanted, and that's what it's all about at the moment. So, lap 2, we're going to try deeper lines, stuff that looks more like what my fastest lap would be. Maybe if I'm lucky it'll be the fastest lap. I've had a bit of a habit of setting my fastest overall lap during qualifying, which is really cool. I don't think it's going to happen here, but, well, we'll see what happens, I guess. Here we go. Fast lap. Oh, I almost cut. That was close. Oh, I'm too far. That's not the line. That's not the line. And that's not going to be the lap. That's already... That's toast. But, alright, here we go. Full speed. Pedal to the floor. You can do that to that corner, but man, it fucks your tires badly. That's nearly a fast start to the sector. That's pretty fast through that corner. Almost fast through that corner. A couple miles an hour more at the exit, and I would have been fucking golden. But man, I hate that corner. I kind of hate that corner, if I'm being honest. It's really not my favorite. But what are we looking at now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're trying like 8/10 over my best, which means it's going to be faster than last lap, and it was clean. So kudos to me if I do say so myself. I'll try not to break my arm, pat myself on the back for a sub fastest lap and a sub frickin' I think it's gonna be maybe in the 23s, and I'm over here like woohoo! Pop the champagne, boys! We did a 23 too. I know, it's like I'm easily happy. I'm easily pleased. I know that some of you guys that may be watching could get on here and bust a 1:21.689. Congrats to Emmanuel there. That's a fast fucking lap. That lap is rocking and rolling. I know it's not, and I know that's even a ways off of the actual fastest. Well, okay, check that out. We won't be in last, but check that out. I am number 11. I am the second worst I-rated person in this division split. Now, I kind of don't like that. I'd really, well, what's worse? Being the worst person in the division in the race, or in the division, which means that really, truly, almost any position you get is going to be nearly, like the worst case scenario is a few tiny points of I rating off if you get dead last. And almost anything else you do will result in increase. Or being the highest, like Ricky Taz here, who's the highest I rated person here. I've raced with this guy before too. Who got qualified fucking a billionth I mean, really not significantly faster than me. And he is almost surely going to end up losing iRating this race unless somehow he manages to squirrel his way up to the top, or at least like the top 3 or 4. You know, I guess being at the bottom of the totem pole just means there's nowhere to go but up, right? Alright, so I'm talking incessantly and not driving because we have 1 minute and 51 seconds left to wait before we grid up and start racing. I believe this is a 10-lap race. I'm pretty sure it's a 10-lap race. Watch this. If I click this weird button. Yep, 10 laps. We get a faster pair, that's nice. Alright, whatever. Who cares about that? But yeah, I think this will be fun. I'll try not to get too upset to you guys. I'll definitely try really hard not to get upset to the other racers, because that's just mean. If anything does happen that's sketchy, we will check out the replay afterwards and assign blame appropriately, like the FIA would, like they do on race day when they decide that, you know, Danny Kvyat unsafely rejoins the track and damn near murders his teammate. You know, watching the replay, you could argue that he really didn't have an option. But then again, it's Danny Kvyat, and somehow he crashes every race. And, yeah. I feel like Danny Kvyat would be forever stuck in rookie if he was on iRacing. Knowing, yeah, he's probably on iRacing. He's probably fucking like Black Stripe Pro badass. I mean, he's a great racer. He's one of the 20-ish best racers on the planet, if you ask me. If he's got a seat in Formula 1, he is one of the top drivers in the world. Although I would say, given all the shit that Jolyon Palmer has been taking, and he has been taking a measured load of shit, Danny Kvyat is the worst driver out there, guys. Pascal Wehrlein versus Danny Kvyat. Danny Kvyat's worse. Alright? It should be understood. That needs to be understood. Grid him up. Alright, we are on the grid for 10 laps at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina, United States of America. Fair play, please. Only if you're lucky. Okay, we are starting in the very back of the pack. There is one poor soul who we can't see. He's in our rearview mirror. Oh, I think there may be 2 people starting behind me. Our goal... Okay, that actually makes me nervous. Those guys are starting at the back for a reason, but although Ola there, or Johansson, number 8 there, he put a lap down that was very close to mine, which means I kind of trust that he knows what he's doing. He's also got a higher iRating than me, which means I should really trust what he's doing. The guy who didn't qualify at all makes me a little nervous.
Good luck, everybody. Take it easy on the start.
I just don't want to get slammed. I don't want to get rammed in my rear section, you know, really hard in T1. So, and my goal is going to obviously not to give old Vajeth, wow dude, that's a hell of a name. I'm gonna try not to fuck up that guy's day either. That'd make me feel bad, so. Clean racing is what we're after. Safety rating improvements are always good. iRacing improvements when we can get them. That is how I've been playing this game and how I will continue to play it until I am at such a high group level that safety rating functionally means nothing anymore other than potential demotion. Okay, here we go. 10 laps beginning when the lights turn green. And we're off. Right on his bumper always makes me nervous in the back of the pack because we're going to slow down. Oh, he's not going to slow down at all. That's a strategy. Oh, actually, you know, I started talking shit, and he actually kind of made that work for him a little bit. So, I guess I should not. That guy just about dive bombed me. He was thinking about it. Oh, why am I in second? Why am I in second? Oh, God, no! Alright, take it. Take the position. I lost it because I'm an idiot. Well, not really. I haven't actually lost it yet. Oh, now I have. Okay, now I've lost it. Slow car on the right. That probably means someone wrecked. Freebies. Oh, no. 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 Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's just go up gears. And we are in dead last, my friends. That was not the first lap I was hoping for. That guy's got damage. Oh, God. Oh, he's gone. 99. That was a manual. Oh, that was the guy that didn't qualify. No, that was the guy that got qualified first, wasn't it? Jeez. That was an apparently very shitty start to the race for him. He already dipped out, so... Well, I am the 11th highest ranked person here, and I am running in 11th. My goal is ostensibly to get, like, top 5 in any given race. I still have never won a road race. Originally, when I got this, I thought it would be kind of cutesy to buy, like, a tiny bottle of champagne for when I win my first road race. Like 2 days after I got the game, I goofed around with Oval for like 5 minutes and actually won like one of my very first Oval races. One of the first few I'd even attempted. And so I was like, oh well, champagne's kind of stupid then because it's gonna happen and it'll just be like whatever. But I've had this game now for like nearly 3 weeks or so, and I've not managed to win. Well, this sucks. Oh my God, I'm like really far behind. I know that drift costed me, oh, because it was in the exit of that last corner, and so that probably cost me something in the weird realm of 14 seconds or something absurd like that. So I just have to drive. I just have to keep my head down and keep driving. I'm not a manual disconnector. I see them all the way through. But I can realize for you guys that's probably not what you were hoping to see. Though I did warn you. If you want to go watch good drivers, man, I bet you they have channels too. In fact, I've been really loving, I mean, Jimmy Broadbent's iRacing content, I mean, it's nearly what sealed the deal for me. Although, admittedly, it was that Steam Summer Sale that iRacing did that really did it for me. That's when I bought it, was during the Steam Summer Sale. I am losing time to the guy in fucking 10th. Oh, wait. Am I? Not really. Kind of gaining on him now. Might come out as a net positive. No, it didn't. I lost 2/10. That's terrible. And I lost my Pepsi too. That's even worse. And I say that and I joke. But right now I have one incident point. And it's from when I put a little dirt on the tires, which I think is probably what sort of egged on the drifty that. Oh, shit! Well, now I've got incident points. I am driving so poorly, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I gotta do a whole lap with wheel damage. I don't want to tow. Oh, I don't know if I can drive it, though. I really can't. I can't drive it. Ugh. This is embarrassing. 2 minutes? If I'm being honest, I couldn't have completed that lap in 2 minutes. And if I had tried, I would have crashed. That's 2 minutes well spent, and I know that sounds really stupid, but it is. It's true. It just... I'm gonna make sure they're not gonna do anything dumb, like put fuel in here. Or put tires on. They were gonna. So I'm sorry, guys. I kind of had a weird feeling that's how this race would go, for reasons. I almost didn't stream it, and I guess maybe I shouldn't have, but I like to stream. And you know, I think it's sort of artificial that sometimes you get on YouTube and see all these highlights, like gaming highlights, and only the good shit, you know. I think there's a real journey to some of these games as far as skill is concerned and everything, and why should I be ashamed of that, you know? Like, I know I'm not very good, and I'm okay with that. I think I'll get better if I keep practicing and keep trying and don't get too discouraged. I think I'll get better. Maybe even better still if I could find my goddamn Pepsi, which, oh, there it is, found it. Hey, guys, look at that. One win. Found the Pepsi. But, yeah. I'm not a master. I'm not even particularly good at all. I'm not horrible, I don't think, but, you wouldn't know it watching this race. I try not to get angry at people like Mr. Josh here. Just raging. Maybe he'll quit, then I get positions. Everybody who quits, I get positions. It's pretty sweet. How did he get away faster than I did? That's lame. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, we've been serviced, so let's get after it. Did I just speed in the pit lane? If I just sped in the pit lane, I'm really gonna be pretty unhappy. Guess not. Come on, tires, warm up. Can't be driving around like this. That's the thing about the first lap too that I tend to forget is, like, your tires are cold, you've got more fuel in than you normally do for practice and well, not the same for practice and qualifying, I guess. It's really not a great excuse, just that first lap can be sketchy. And I totally blew it. Okay, this is actually a race for position. Mr. Ola here is in 10th, and he has not lapped me. So, if you enjoy racing out of context, here's your race right here. And I'm going to do my damnedest to pass him cleanly, but pass him. And first things first, getting that good draft is what it's all about. He's going to cut my nose off, isn't he? Nope. He's still on my right side. Clear on the right, it says. Where'd he go? What the hell? How could I be clear on the right? I can't see my rear view. Where is he? Are you kidding? Okay, he's 2 seconds back. All right, good. Jesus, that just ghosted me. I'm like, if I come over to the right because he said clear on the right and I smash into that guy, I'm gonna be asking for a refund or a new pit manager. But since I can only ask for one of those two things and actually expect a, well, I'm not gonna get a result one way or the other, but. Okay, look at that. So, now, I'd like to take a moment and reflect on how badly this race has gone. It's gone badly. But, my friends, we started in 11th. I think we started 11th. And we are now in 10th. We are up a position. This is racing. This is what it's all about. It's really not what it's all about. This is fucking drivel, but, I mean, I'm having fun. Yeah, I think that's really what counts. I mean, it counts for something. It's a decent consolation prize. It's better than a box of tissues. Unless those are happy tissues. There we go. Nice, even, calculated racing. Now, I had mentioned earlier that I'm a bit rusty on this track. Well, truth be told, if I'm rusty on this track, and this is the only racing series I do, and the only track they're racing on in this racing series this week is this track, is really honestly I'm a bit rusty at iRacing at the moment, and I'd like to attribute most of my failure this race to that. It's not an excuse. I mean, there is no excuse. It's my fault that I'm rusty. I'm taking blame here, but that's what it is. It's just that, oh my god, I hate that corner so fucking much. It's just that I'm rusty. Oh, now my rears are hot. Jeez, you've got to be kidding me. You guys will never watch me again, and I don't blame you. Oh, we're done. That's the race. That's the race over. The car is destroyed. Okay, I've lost control. I need to reset. I need to reset. How are they going to let me drive again? We're done. I'm sorry, guys. So, as a post-mortem, what happened there was I did the same thing I did the first lap, which created a drift in that corner. But I caught it this time and was feeling pretty badass for having caught it. But the sad reality of the matter is, that's not the worst of it. My tires were hot from sliding around. And, when I went to take the next corner, I had no rear traction. Or at least not enough to do it. Not enough to make the corner. There's some other fighting going on, and like I said, I don't quit races. I don't like to do that. So we're gonna finish this race. We'll be 3 laps down or so, probably, or 4 laps down, which means I barely did half the race, which is pretty embarrassing, I suppose. But yeah, taking my licks. I don't want to just sit there and leave. Man. Required repairs. I got 8 minutes of required repairs, so that is our race ended. These are 2-minute laps. There's a lap to go, or 2 laps to go, or whatever. Damn. Carlos is having a bad day. I'm kind of hoping he rage quits. He's obviously got time to type. He's probably that red car sitting in front of me. Yeah, that was a terrible race, guys. I'm a little bit sorry. Kind of sorry, not sorry. I streamed it, and no one's forcing you to watch, but I wish I had been able to give a better performance. He thinks...
What was that? The most awful thing I've ever seen. Why would you do that?
Man. A lot of butthurt in this race. I'm trying not to be butthurt. I'm a little depressed. A little bit depressed. Not so depressed that there's anything to worry about. I'll be streaming again.
Nice run, guys.
And if you guys are lucky, I'll even stream my first road win. Probably won't be tonight.
Carlos, the winner, man. You
Probably won't be tomorrow.
Up,
or next week.
oh.
Might not even be next month. But it'll happen. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to keep trying. Better schedule some testing. Wow, dude. I mean, he's not wrong, but jeez. It's pretty harsh. But that sucked. I think I'll go ahead and just call that the video. There's not really anything else to do but to maybe switch from Pepsi back to beer.
Yeah, good battle back here. Thanks for the race.
You guys are yelling. Delete game. That's always a solid one. That's one of my favorites. Yep. Alright guys. Sorry that was kind of terrible. But I do hope you found some enjoyment in it anyway. And in any case, I will, well, like the video if you liked it. Go ahead and dislike it if you disliked it. And honestly, I'm expecting some dislikes. That's reasonable. But I will be back some other time, and hopefully you guys will be there for that. Alright, catch you next time, guys.